Hello, all of you. Here we begin with the first class for standard costing. So many topics we do analysis. So many topics in the costing. We have just done calculations. Overhead, joint product, byproduct, self calculations, budgeting, only calculations. Now here, some formulas is there. I will give you some flowchart and some logic. And by the third class, without that flowchart also, you will remember it. Okay? So now, what is this standard costing and how it is linked with budgeting? Okay, look at the screen. I'll explain with the help of one example. See, budget is what is going to be the cost in future. Okay, standard is, budget is considering the actual situation. For next month, let us predict the sales, the production and all according to actual situation. Budget is benchmark as per standard, what it should be, right? So like, for example, suppose you take material cost. Now, all of you know material cost is quantity into price. That is the total material cost. Now, if standard material cost says 10 kg at the rate of 100 use karo, actual material cost, I'm giving some example, nothing for you to write. Here, dekho. 10 kgs is used raw material at 10. Here, 9 kg is used at 12. So 12 nines are how much? 108. Now, is the actual material cost increasing? Answer is yes. Actual material cost is increasing. Then standard. So now, in standard costing, we have said कि standard cost itna hona tha. Then you get actual cost. Then you compare the standard and actual, and the difference is called as variance, change. Is there a change of 8 rupees? Yes. Is it favorable or adverse? Adverse. Standard cost should have been 100, but ma'am, material quantity to kam use hua, lekin rate to बढ़ गया ना. I'm giving you the logic why we are studying this chapter. Standard cost is 100, actual is 108. So variance says 8 adverse, negative. Now, if we try to analyze 8 negative, quantity to 1 kg kam hi use hui hai. But then the standard material was available for 10. Maybe because of some market conditions, this time we got it for 12. So price has increased, quantity has decreased. And this is the one material. Suppose A and B, two material are required. 9 into 3, 27. 10 into 3, 30. ये भी बढ़ गया 3 rupees से adverse. Rate is same, but quantity is increased. And here the standard mix is 10:9. Do you understand the language? What is standard mix? Two kind of raw material are used to make one finished goods. We have seen no in budgeting chapter. Now, here the ratio is 10:9. And here the ratio is 9:10. So now if I say, tell me exactly why there is a variance in the material cost. You say, ma'am, difference in quantity. Can I call difference in quantity as material usage ratio? Difference in price, material price ratio. Difference in mix, standard is 10:9. You know, total 19 kg use हो रहा है, लेकिन mix अलग अलग है. यहाँ A ज़्यादा use हो रहा है, B come here, B is more A. So like this, now after doing all these chapters, now listen carefully. We know this is my material cost. This should have been, standards are made with some predetermined benchmarks. Standard ना 1 unit बनाने के लिए 10 kgs लगता है A और 9 kgs B. Actual is this. Now compare and get the variance. That's what we are doing in today's class. 5 marks to compulsory question comes in question number 1 or in bits. Question number 1 you can just fix up. Standard marginal में से एक आता है. labor is compulsory there, process costing so many times comes. So 5 marks questions are generally fixed, your EOQ. So now today's class, let us analyze different. अच्छा, same if I talk about labor, labor के cost में फर्क है, चलो उसको भी analyze करते हैं, because again you will have to come in this analytical mode. 1 minute. Yeah, look at this. Labor cost analyze करते हैं. Labor cost standard 8 hours into 10 per hour 80 rupees. Actually 7 hours into 12 per hour, फिर वही 12 per hour, 12 into 7 कितना आ रहा है 84. Is the labor cost increasing, standard and actual? Yes. Is it adverse? 4 rupees? Yes. What is the reason? Quantity is decreased, but price is increased. And if 2-3 laborers are required, we have done now in budgeting, the skilled workers, the unskilled workers, then you can analyze how you are going to work these. Yes. So this is how you have to take care of the labor. Yes. So like this, material, labor, sales, profit, these kind of the ratios we will calculate, and then we can go for the overheads also. All material में difference क्यों है, labor में difference क्यों है, variable cost, fixed cost, sales. Standard we have decided कितना sale करेंगे, but actual तो अलग है, right? So now like this you have to analyze. Let us start with the standard costing now. Standard cost is predetermined operating cost calculated by management standard. It is like fixed, predetermined, कितना तो cost होना ही चाहिए. Then standard cost is planned unit cost of the profit component, and it is used as a basis for price fixing, cost control and all. Okay, what is the use of doing all this is, this is frankly speaking, you can say in a layman's term as this is a postmortem. हो गया, standard cost decide किए थे, actual cost लग गया, but at least if you do now analysis, what was the reason, you can plan it accordingly. Oh, last 2-3 times it is going adverse because the क्वांटिटी तो कम यूज हो रही है स्टैंडर्ड से, बट रेट बहुत महंगा है. So we have to talk with our creditors or search some new creditors. Why this creditor is, जिससे हम परचेज कर रहे हैं, material is giving so costly and so on. Yes. So it is used for planning, for deciding the price, for variance analysis and for management. Yes. Standard costing involves setting up of standard, ascertainment of actual, comparing of actual and standard, investigation of the variances and all. Some variances you can control, some are uncontrollable, some are favorable, some are adverse. Yes. अब थोड़ी theory बाद में करेंगे, some theory, some concepts are there. चलो, let us start first with material cost variance. Material cost variance, standard material cost minus actual material cost. Understand the name of the variance, then I'll share with you all the formula also. Material cost variance is because of the price variance and because of the usage quantity. Standard 19 kg है, actual तो 25 kg है. अच्छा, usage can again be subdivided into mix and yield. Please keep patience. You must have never felt like this in budgeting and marginal. पहले दिन पहला problem crystal clear. यहाँ भी clear रहेगा, but you will feel coming half an hour. You may feel that this is little technical, but बहुत easy हो जाएगा. 2-3 problems if you practice. Yes. So what are the names of 5 variances? Material cost variance is material price and usage. Usage can again be divided into mix. See, if there's a difference in the mix ABC and yield, then also you can say no, right? Okay. Now, What is standard cost of the material? Standard quantity, standard price. What is actual material cost? Actual quantity, actual price. Yes. Then we have revised actual quantity. I'll show you in a table how to prepare this. Revised actual, acha. Generally, material cost variance is price and uses. बहुत exam में they are asking only this. When these two additional will come, when you are having more than one type of raw material. Raw material P, Q, R. 3 raw materials are used. Then mix and yield. Only one raw material. Price difference and usage difference. Cost is standard quantity, standard price. Actual quantity, actual price. Price में फर्क है तो actual quantity common ले लो. Standard price minus actual price. I hope you are getting. Actual quantity, AQ is actual quantity common ले लो. Standard price minus actual price. Material usage variance. Standard price common ले लो. Standard quantity minus actual quantity. This is the difference. So we can separately make this as column. Standard quantity into standard price, actual quantity into actual price, to actual quantity into standard price. अगर actual quantity भी standard, I'll analyze also and I'll give you formulas also. दोनों करेंगे. First क्या है? Standard quantity, standard price. Second column क्या है? Actual quantity, actual price. Third क्या है? Actual quantity, standard price. Fourth क्या है? Revised actual quantity and sum. Fourth will come only when more than one kind of material is there. क्या हो गया अभी तक? सब बरोबर था. All right. What is SQ? Standard quantity for actual output. Not standard quantity for 50, 40. कल का जो problem था ना. Standard quantity for of raw material for actual output. Actual quantity. Revised actual quantity. Standard price. Actual price. ठीक है? Price variance I'll explain separately. And then you know how you have to remember for the first time. 1 minus 2. 1 minus 3. See, if you try to remember the formulas, it will be very confusing. So you go by this logic, by the third class formula और logic दोनों clear होगा. 1 minus 2, 1 minus 3, 1 minus 4. 4 minus 3, 3 minus 2. And let me tell you, these both ratios, if you add, you will get this answer. These both ratios you will add, you will get this answer. अब पहले ये बताओ, नाम clear है या नहीं? Yes, ma'am. Material cost variance is because of the quantity difference, usage and price difference. Price is तो ठीक है, usage जो है, in that mix and yield. Yes. And 1 minus 2, 1 minus 3, 1 minus 4. 4 minus 3, 3 minus 2. This flowchart we will draw today for practice. 3 days you go from here to OU. You will, make use Google Map. Okay. 2-3 days you will use the Google Map. फिर तो याद हो जाएगा. Till 3 signals straight, then 4th signal say right, then 5th signal. Yes. This is the best way. I have analyzed many techniques, but even my teachers have taught this और ये suitable है सबको. ठीक है? तो एक एक वेरिएंस करते हैं with 1 second. By mistake I close the file. Material variance के साथ let us practice the first problem. First problem in the class now. Yes. Standard quantity of the material 70 kg of finished goods, 100 kg is required. Actual output is 2,10,000. Yes, Then material used is 280 kg. Okay, so standard quantity इतना यूज हो रहा है, एक्चुअल आउटपुट है 210, उसके लिए मटेरियल यूज हुआ है 280. स्टैंडर्ड प्राइस ऑफ द मटेरियल इज 1 and actual cost only they have given. Directly they have given the actual cost only. Yes. So now calculate the material usage variance, material price variance, and material cost variance. And for all these kind of the variances, you have to use the standard, the actual. Okay. And these two variants, if you add, you will get this answer. Okay. I was just thinking if we can do. इसमें क्या हो रहा है? ठीक है, करेंगे first we. In first you will have only 3 ratios. The price variance, this and this. Why extra variances are not there? Because there is no mix. So no extra variances are there. Just the simple ones. ठीक है? चलो. Let us start. One second. Yeah, open your notebook and write down. We are doing material variances. Same for labor, same for overhead, same for sales. Like that, we will continue. Right now, we are doing the material related variances. Okay, I hope you have all read with me the first problem. तो शुरू करते हैं notebook में. Yes, it's very interesting and very easy. Variances. Standard costing. हाँ ये लिखना है ना. One second. Standard costing. Number 1, problem number 1. We are calculating material variances. Material variances we are calculating. ठीक है? Right. Now let us read the data again. Standard आपको कितना दिया है? 70 kg finished goods के लिए 100 kg. So what is your standard quantity? 100 kg raw material for 70 kg finished goods. So your actual output is given 210,000 kg. Pick up the figures correctly. 100 kg of raw material is required for 70 kg of finished goods. बाकी जो भी है वेस्टेज है. आपका एक्चुअल आउटपुट है 210. तो स्टैंडर्ड क्वांटिटी, आई वांट ऑल ऑफ यू टू राइट दिस होल वेरी क्लियरली. Standard quantity of raw material for actual output. Standard quantity of raw material for actual output. 3 lakhs kg. I hope you all are getting. Standard quantity of the raw material for actual output 210 kg. Okay. And actual quantity is given to you 210. Standard price is given to you 1 per kg. और actual price की जरूरत नहीं है. Actual price निकालना है तो निकालो, but you can write actual cost. Still, if you want, actual material cost is 252 and actual output is 210. Sorry, actual material used 252 और मटेरियल की क्वांटिटी एक्चुअल में जो यूज हुई है वो 280 है. 252 डिवाइड बाय 280, 0.9 पर केजी. सी 70 केजीज फिनिश्ड गुड्स के लिए 100 केजी रॉ मटेरियल चाहिए, तो 210 के लिए कितना? यू नीड 3 लाख केजी. एक्चुअल रॉ मटेरियल यूज्ड is 280 kg. 280. Standard price is 1. Actual price is, material cost is 252. And quantity actual used. Actual material cost by actual quantity. That's what I have done. Is 0.9 per kg. Material variance. अभी तक तो डेटा ही कंप्लीट किया है. Anyone in the class is having doubt? Standard quantity of raw material for actual output. Actual quantity 280 is used. They have given. Standard quantity for actual output, finished goods का output. और ये जो है ये actual quantity of raw material. So you got this answer. Now for calculation of the variance, I am making a table. Without the table also you can get the answer if this is this simple. Make 3 columns like this. 1. Make 3 columns, all of you. Yeah, any doubt?
What is this, ma'am? Besides 0.9 kg?
Actual material cost. I've written how did I derive the formula. Actual material cost. कितना है? This is extra I have done. जरूरत नहीं है करने की. I'll tell you why. And what is the actual quantity of raw material quantity? 280. So what is per kg rate? 0.9. अब ना ऐसे columns बनाओ 1, 2, 3. What is first column? Standard quantity into standard price. What is standard quantity? 3 lakh. Into standard price 1. So answer is 3 lakh rupees. Actual quantity into actual price. Actual quantity is 280 into 0.9. Already actual cost is ready, 252. That's why I said इसको लिखने की जरूरत नहीं है. 252. I hope I'm not going fast in the very first problem. Actual material cost you can copy directly. Actual quantity into actual price. Third column is actual quantity into standard price. Actual how much is used? 280. और अगर आपको standard price से मिलता है 1, तो आपका cost कितना आता था? 280. Anyone in the class is having doubt? Standard quantity, standard price. Actual quantity, actual price. Actual quantity, standard price. Nice, clear to all of you? Now, material cost variance. Only now I am making flowchart to explain. You don't have to make the flowchart in exam. I told you, material cost difference is always because of material price variance. Leave the lines like I have left. And material usage variance. Material cost variance is material price variance and material usage variance. Material cost variance is 1 minus 2. I know I'm giving you buttified way. आप करो, मैं logical भी बताऊंगी आपको. 1 minus 2. 1 minus 3. 3 minus 2. When will I divide usage into mix and yield? When you have 2, 3 types of raw material. अभी तो एक ही raw material है ना? So only 3 ratios. Now what is your answer? 1 minus 2. Standard cost is 3 lakh. Actual cost is 2 lakh 52,000. So 48,000 favorable. Ma'am, how do we come to know favorable? Positive answers are favorable in cost. Standard you are prepared कि 3 लाख का material तो लगेगा. Good. Actual is only 252. Quantity भी कम है, rate भी कम है. So फायदा ही हुआ 48,000. Yes. Now, material price variance 3 and 2. 3 and 2. So 280 minus 252. 28,000 favorable. This is also good. Acha, what is 3? Look at the screen. What is 3? Actual quantity into standard price. What is 2? Actual quantity into actual price. ये सब लिखना है. Can I take actual quantity outside minus standard price? Price difference is standard price minus actual price multiplied by actual quantity. तो वही तो मैंने किया 3 minus 2. Actual quantity into standard price, actual quantity into actual price. पूरा लिखो. And this is 1 minus 3 usage में difference. 1 3 lakh. 1 and minus 3 280. This is 20,000 favorable. 20,000 favorable. And what is 1? Standard quantity, standard price. What is 3? Actual quantity into standard price. ये है ना? Standard quantity, standard price. Actual quantity, actual price. Actual quantity, standard price. So now you are seeing the difference in usage. So standard price को बाहर ले लो. Standard price को बाहर ले लो. Standard quantity minus actual quantity. Here actual quantity, take it outside. Price difference. This is usage difference. And if you add both, plus karo, 28,000 favorable. This is 20,000 favorable. 48,000 favorable. You're back where you were. In your study material, same ratios are done, but they have not done flowchart. We will also not do flowchart. 2 दिन तो करेंगे आज और कल. 1 minus 2, 1 minus 3, 3 minus 2. Take your time, just 2 minutes, I'll be back. आप पूरा प्रॉब्लम देखो और टर्म्स कंफर्टेबल होना शुरू करो. Be comfortable with the terms. Let us revise the same problem again. What did we do first? Data we made ready. Standard quantity for actual output 2,10,000 is 3 lakh kg. Actual quantity of raw material used is 280. Standard price was given 1 and actual price we have calculated, but I told you actual quantity to an actual price, actual cost ही दे दिया है 250, so you don't need it. What is standard quantity into standard price? 3 lakhs into 1. Actual quantity into actual price. Actual quantity into standard price. Some of you have already studied. Have you studied it this way? How will you write in the exam? I'll tell you. Abhi to you use these flowchart. Cost variance is because of the change in price and usage. 1 minus 2, 1 minus 3, 3 minus 2. Now here fourth column we have not made because there is no mix of the raw material. And then we have calculated the answer. If you add the price and usage, you are getting this. When I'm saying 1 minus 2, it's like standard quantity, standard price minus actual quantity, actual price. When I'm saying usage 1 minus 3, standard quantity, standard price, actual quantity, standard price. Difference is in quantity. Here difference is in price. Clear? So with this, let us take up one more problem exactly similar to this. Second one, that is also for material only. From the following given data, standard mix for 1 unit, standard rate and amount, and actual is given for 10 units produced, you need 3 kind of the raw material, X, Y, Z and total. Okay? Right. I hope you are getting. Now listen all of you, standard and actual, the ratio should be same. If actual is for 10 units, can we add 110 and make standard also for 10 units? This is standard for one mix. And then standard actual ko compare karke we will make all the 4 columns. So how will you start your answer? Make 4 columns. Then make flowchart. And with the help of that, calculate the variances. I want to repeat, this time mix and yield will also come. एक बार देख लो mix और yield कैसा है. ये रहा. Usage variance is again divided into mix and yield. 1 minus 2, 1 minus 3, 1 minus 4, 4 minus 3, 3 minus 2. Yes? Right. ठीक है. So with this, let us do second problem. What exactly they have asked you to calculate here? From the given data, calculate all the variances. Once you understand labor and the material, labor, then sales, then profit, these are all same. If they are positive, they are favorable. If they are negative, they are adverse. ठीक है? Over to second problem. आप सब साथ में करो. Problem number 2 is also material variances. All material variances. Yes. And 4 columns you have to make. 4 columns you have to make. Yes. This time we don't have to calculate and on directly we can make. First column. कोई यहाँ total, grand total वो सब नहीं है. Standard quantity into standard price. Standard quantity into standard price. Next is actual quantity into actual price. Actual quantity into actual price. आप लिखो. Standard, yeah, you can make these columns in exam, but flowchart I won't prefer making. आप institute के format में I'll come. Standard quantity, standard price. Actual quantity into actual price. Third is actual quantity into standard price. And fourth is revised actual quantity into standard price. Write down the names, and if you have a doubt, ask me. Many times in the exam, one kind of the problems are there. अब यहाँ तो 3 टाइप के मटेरियल है, तो वो एक छोटा सा कॉलम वो भी लिखेंगे, टाइप ऑफ द मटेरियल. Standard quantity into standard price. Actual quantity into actual price. Actual quantity into standard price. Revised actual quantity into the standard price. X, Y, Z. Leave one line. X लिखने के बाद one line, Y लिखने के बाद one line, Z. Now what is standard quantity they have given for 1 unit, but I said actual भी 10 units के लिए, तो standard भी 10 units. Just you have to copy 600, 800, 1000, 2400. Standard price is given to you 15, 20, 25. 15, 20, 25. What is actual quantity into the price? Problem में दिया है. Just you have to copy the figures. Actual quantity is 640 into 17.5, 11,200. 950 into 18, 17,100. 870 into 27.5, 23,925. Are you all getting? What is the actual quantity used? वो भी दिया है problem में 2460. And what is the actual cost? 52,225. I am just copying the data. Actual quantity into actual price. First one also we can complete. Standard quantity into standard price. This is like 9,000, 16,000, 25,000, 50,000. Now actual quantity. If you get at standard price, actual quantity multiplied by standard price. Actual quantity is 2460 multiplied by standard price. 640 into 15, 9,600. 950 into 20, 19,000. 870 into 25, 21,750. 50,350. Revised actual quantity. Now this is new for all of you. एक बार फिर से देखो. Standard quantity, standard price. Actual quantity, actual price. Actual quantity, standard price. Revised actual quantity, standard price. Can I say everywhere standard price is used except for second column? Standard quantity, standard price. Actual quantity, standard price. Revised actual quantity. हर जगह. Everywhere standard price is used. Now what is revised actual quantity? We all will calculate. Revised actual quantity, हम calculate करेंगे. आपका actual quantity कितना है? 2460 and standard is 2400. Actual is 2460. Can you take it in the ratio of RAQ? कैसे आया ना, इसके लिए स्टेटमेंट बना दो. RAQ X Y Z 2460. Can you take it in this ratio? 6 plus 8 plus 10 कितना आता है? 6 plus 8 plus 10 24. 2460 into 8 by 24. 1000 into 10 by 24. See, you are saying actual material ज़्यादा use हो रहा है, no problem. But revised actual quantities, can you use actual quantity at least in the standard mix? जो आपका mix है, can you use that? All of you are with me? समझ में आ रहा है calculation? 2460 into 6 by 24. 615. 615. 2460 into 8 divided by 24. 820. 1000 into 10 divided by 24. अरे भाई 1000, sorry 1000 नहीं, 2460 into 10 by 24. 1025. Total करो 1025 plus 820 plus 615. What exactly you are doing? Okay, instead of 2400 you want to use 2460, karo. But use it in the standard mix. What is standard mix? 6 is to 8 is to 10. This is the standard mix. उस ratio में आप use करो. Nice, clear to all of you. चलो, write down please here. 615, 820. Anyone in the class is confused, please ask me and repeat. Standard quantity, standard price. Actual quantity, actual price. Actual quantity, standard price. Revised actual quantities, use more, but in the standard ratio. And now selling price. 15, 20, 25. 615 into 15. 9225. 820 into 20. 16400. $25,625 plus 16400 plus 9225. 51,250. टेबल बनाने में कोई डाउट है तो पूछो. Anyone needs time in copying? Take down. Easy. We can do for total also and we can do for each also. Right now, again, I am saying I am making flow chart to make you comfortable. Exam में बिना flow chart के भी आपको आएगा, पक्का आएगा. Yes, let us calculate variance. First is material cost variance. I am writing MCV. I hope you are okay. MCV. Material cost variance. Can we write here? 1 minus 2. And what is exactly material cost variance? Standard quantity minus standard price minus actual quantity minus multiplied. Minus क्या होगा? Standard quantity by standard price minus actual. This is material cost variance. This is like material cost variance. Can we calculate for all the three? X, Y, and Z as we have figure ready. 1 minus 2. X का 1 है 9,000 standard. Actual cost है 11,200. 2 का 16,000 minus 17,100. 25,000 minus 23,925. 9,000 minus 11,200. 2,200. Is it favorable or adverse? Standard cost of material X was 9,000. Actual is more. Adverse. This is 1,100 adverse. Z के लिए 25,000 minus 23,925. 1,075 favorable. Overall भी calculate करो कितना आ रहा है? 1,075 minus 1,100 minus 2,200. Calculator में you all have got speed or not? Ma'am, you are calculating fast. We are not able to calculate. क्या आ रहा है? And this 9, 16, 25, you have the total ready. Look at the screen. 50,000 and 52,225 तैयार है आपके पास. 50,000 minus 52,225. So this way also it is telling, vertically also it is telling, ऐसे भी tally हो रहा है. हर way में tally हो रहा है. Material cost variance is standard quantity into standard price minus actual quantity into actual price. Why there is a difference in material? Quantity में फर्क है, price में फर्क है, all. Overall it's coming favorable or adverse? Adverse. Adverse. Anyone in the class not getting the answer? Ask. Ma'am, can we do for total? They'll say, just calculate for the total, then just calculate this. Don't calculate this detail, X, Y, Z. Mat karo. Material cost variance. How do we divide? I told you. Shall we go ahead? And you can have another question. Ma'am, itne bade question aate hain? Nahi. One material, 3 ratios, the very first one, generally. But कभी पूछ लेते हैं. Labor के लिए आया है. With the 3 kind of labor, the next problem which I am doing is from past exams only. But isn't it very easy? 1 minus 2. Now you have material price variance. या तो price में फर्क है, या तो material usage variance. What is material price variance? 1 minus 2, 1 minus 3. You know, make a cycle like this. 1 minus 2, 1 minus 3. Now what is 1? Standard quantity into standard price. What is 3? Actual quantity into standard price. Now look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4 column के नाम याद हुए या नहीं आपको? What is 3? What is 1? Standard quantity, standard price. What is 2? Actual quantity, actual price. What is 3? Actual quantity into the standard price. Now here I am talking about usage and only quantity is differing. Price the same है. Price the same है. Are you all getting? Now shall we do it for all the 3? X, Y, Z. Standard quantity, standard price तैयार है. 9,000, 16,000, 25,000. Actual quantity, standard price तैयार है. Third column. 9,600, 19,000, 21,750. 600 adverse. 3,000 adverse. 3,250 favorable. तो overall देखो This is for individual material. Now overall usage variance कैसे करेंगे? This total we know 50,000. Third का total देखो. Look at third's total. 350. 350 adverse. This way and this way it should tally. Let us tally vertically. 600 plus 3000 minus 3250. 350 adverse. Is my speed fine? 1 minus 2, 1 minus 3. Material usage variance. Material price variance is 3 minus 2. What is 3? Actual quantity into standard price. What is 2? Actual quantity into actual price. देखो फर्क कहाँ है? Standard price minus actual price. Here standard quantity minus actual quantity. Actual quantity तो fix है. When you are saying price, take actual quantity. When you are seeing usage, take standard price. 3 minus 2. Let us do it for X, Y, Z. You need little patience for doing these kind of problems. 9,000, 16,000, 25,000. Oh, sorry. 3 minus 2 it is. 3. यहाँ पे लिखा है, you can copy from here. 9,600, 19,000, 21,750. Minus 2. 2 ये रहा. Actual quantity, actual price. 11,200, 17,100, 23,925. प्राइस में ही फर्क है बस. 9,600 minus 11,200. 1,600 adverse. 19,000 minus 17,100. 1,900 favorable. 21,750 minus 23,925. 2,175 adverse. Finally, how much it is coming? Price variance. 1,875 adverse. ये तो ऐसे आ रहा है. अब ऐसे टैली करके देखो. थर्ड का टोटल कितना है? 50,350. सेकंड का टोटल कितना है? एक्चुअल क्वांटिटी, एक्चुअल प्राइस 52,225. करके देखो. 50,350 minus 52,225, 1,875. Wonderful. Frankly, यहाँ तक पूछते हैं. I will do 2 extra ratios, but till here they are asking. अभी तो idle time भी आएगा. Idle time will come in the labor. So, what is material cost variance? Price and usage. Usage again we can divide. Usage can be divided in material mix variance and material yield variance. Material mix variance and material yield variance. 1 minus 2, 1 minus 3, extreme right. 1 minus 4, 4 minus 3, 3 minus 2, and up. Material mix and yield will come only when you use more than one kind of raw material. And what is the logic? I hope now logic is clear. Your price is differing, your quantity. अब इनके logic क्या है वो भी I'll explain. 4 minus 3. What is 4? Revised actual quantity into standard price. What is 3? Actual quantity into standard price. So they are saying okay, actual quantity 2460 use करो पर standard mix में तो करो. So you have here X, Y, Z. What is the fourth column? आपके पास ready है ये रहा. 9225, 16400. And for Z, it is how much revised actual? 25,625. And total is 51,250. Just copy fourth column. थर्ड कॉलम तो यहीं पे तैयार था, आपके पास था 9,600, 19,000, 21,750. Total for the third column, actual quantity into standard price, 50,350. You should have done little right side. वहाँ जगह नहीं रहेगी, नहीं तो आपको और एक भी करना है ना. Let us write the total here so that you get some space over there also. How much you are getting? The first one, material mix variance, 9225 minus 9,600, 375 adverse, 16,400 minus 16,400 minus 19,000, 2,600 adverse, 25,625 minus 21,750, 3,875 adverse, 3,875 adverse. Oh, sorry, 3,875 favorable. Really sorry. It's positive. Minus 2,600 minus 375. 900 favorable. और नीचे देखो 51,250 minus 50,350, 900 favorable. Clear? 4 minus 3 and yield is 1. Up karo, I'll tell you the logic. What is yield? Yield is 1. Standard quantity into standard price minus actual quantity, revised actual quantity into standard price. I'll tell you what is this. First you complete writing. What is the first column? Standard quantity into standard price. 9,000, 16,000, 25,000. 9,000, 16,000, 25,000 and total. Revised actual quantity into the standard price. Fourth column. Revised actual quantity into standard price is also ready. 9,225, 16,400, like that. 9,225, 16,400 and 25,625. Now check this. 225 adverse, 400 adverse, 625 adverse. Overall 225 plus 400 plus 625 पूरा adverse है. 1250 adverse. और यहाँ पे 9225 plus 16,400 plus 25,625, 51,250. बोलिए, क्या आपको क्लियर है? Finished writing. This way it's telling, this way it's telling. And now listen all of you, one cross checking. मिक्स वेरिएंस एंड यील्ड वेरिएंस कितना आ रहा है मिक्स और यील्ड 900 favorable or 1250 adverse. So can I say this is like 350 adverse? तो ये आपका 350 adverse आ गया. अब इन दोनों का टोटल करो. Price is 1875 overall. Plus this is 350. 2225. Means your splitted variance should be equal to main. That split should be equal to main. टोटल्स तो चेक करनी पड़ेगी ना आपको एग्जाम में कि यू आर गेटिंग इट करेक्ट और नॉट. ओनली फॉर टुडे आई एम डूइंग दिस. अभी कल तो और छोटे छोटे प्रॉब्लम्स आएंगे. वी ऑलवेज डू द जंबो वंस फर्स्ट एंड जस्ट एनालाइज नाउ. पहले ना नाम याद करो. अब 3-4 स्टेप्स में आई एम डूइंग. कैन यू ऑल पुट योर पेन्स डाउन. मटेरियल कॉस्ट वेरिएंसेस प्राइस एंड यूजेज. Usage is mix and yield. Name is clear. 1 minus 2, 1 minus 3, 1 minus 4, 4 minus 3, 3 minus 2. Some logic. We never have buttified, but अब अगर आप इसको buttified बोलो, because you cannot remember. Income tax में there are 80I series in deductions. If you start 80IA, 80IB and all very detailed, 5 years 100%, then 50 blah blah, बाकी पूरा भूल जाओगे. Already there are so many remits, rates, depreciation rates, capital gain tax. याद कर. जो important रखना है तो something you can do like this. Now what is your first column? Standard quantity, standard price. Actual quantity, actual price. Third column, actual quantity, standard price. Fourth column, revised actual quantity into standard price. So everywhere it is standard price. Now what is the logic of cost variance? Standard quantity, standard price, actual quantity, actual price. Price variance. Price variance is actual quantity है बराबर standard price में फर्क आ रहा है. Usage में only quantity difference. Now I want to explain what is mix and yield. Mix is saying, okay, actual quantity is 2460, no? Standard also use 2460, but use it in the standard mix. Revised actual quantity. Actual quantity is 2460 units. Standard is also 2460. तो उस रेशियो में यू देखो तो सही, स्टैंडर्ड प्राइस तो कॉमन है, सिर्फ इन दोनों में फर्क है. मटेरियल मिक्स वेरिएंस. नाउ व्हाट इज मटेरियल यील्ड वेरिएंस? स्टैंडर्ड क्वांटिटी इज डिफरेंट 2400 के हिसाब से. रिवाइज्ड एक्चुअल तो यील्ड में तो फर्क होगा ना. I'll explain yield ratio here. 6:8:10. Last one is also 6:8:10, but this is 2400, this is 2460. So this first and fourth जो difference है ना, this is like yield. Yield में ही फर्क है, usage में ही फर्क है. And then what is 4 minus 3? Okay, you want to use 24605, but use it in the standard ratio, actual quantity. That's why we have done this as 4 minus 3. I want an honest review. We have taken more than 40 minutes to do this jumbo problem. एक और ऐसा लेबर का भी करेंगे so that you do good practice. But tell me, is this clear to all of you or not? आप बोलो, क्लियर है आप सबको? How many of you are having doubt? How many of you are making it comfortable learning the terms? नाम याद रखो और ये कॉलम्स याद रखो, बाकी अपने आप आएगा. 1 minus 2, 1 minus 3, 1 minus 4, 4 minus 3, 3 minus 2. I'll not allow you to make this flowchart in final exam because Dipti ma'am ने पढ़ाया आपको. As institute is doing, so we will do. Sure. In tomorrow's class. ठीक है? हाँ, what happened? No response. थोड़ा छोटा करके देखेंगे. अब देखो, सब flowcharts दिख रहे हैं आपको. Look, are you able to see all the flowcharts? Cost variance is price and usage. Usage is mix and meet. Everyone is clear with this variance? Chalo, very quickly. थोड़ा सा कैलकुलेशन में स्पीड बढ़ाएंगे. वी आर टेकिंग रेगुलर क्लास में ही काफी सारे अच्छे प्रॉब्लम हम ले रहे हैं. थर्ड प्रॉब्लम, दिस इज फॉर लेबर. तो पहले ना लेबर, एक मिनट यहीं पे है. फर्स्ट लेट अस मेक आवरसेल्व्स कंफर्टेबल विद लेबर वेरिएंसेस के नाम. एग्जैक्टली कॉपी पेस्ट ऑफ मटेरियल. लेबर कॉस्ट वेरिएंस इज इक्वल टू लेबर रेट. प्राइस में फर्क, पर आवर का जो रेट है उसमें फर्क, और लेबर एफिशिएंसी. एफिशिएंसी मतलब जैसे मटेरियल का यूसेज, केजीज डिफरेंस, लेबर आवर्स में फर्क. लेबर कॉस्ट वेरिएंस इज लेबर रेट वेरिएंस, मटेरियल प्राइस वेरिएंस. लेबर एफिशिएंसी वेरिएंस, मटेरियल यूसेज वेरिएंस. नाउ लुक एट द फर्स्ट कॉलम. स्टैंडर्ड आवर्स फॉर एक्चुअल आउटपुट. एक्चुअल आउटपुट के लिए स्टैंडर्ड आवर्स कितने रिक्वायर्ड है, एंड स्टैंडर्ड रेट. एक्चुअल आवर्स इनटू एक्चुअल रेट. थर्ड कॉलम, एक्चुअल आवर्स इनटू स्टैंडर्ड रेट. सेम स्टैंडर्ड आवर्स स्टैंडर्ड रेट. एक्चुअल आवर्स की जगह एक्चुअल क्वांटिटी था. एक्चुअल आवर्स इनटू स्टैंडर्ड रेट. एंड रिवाइज्ड एक्चुअल आवर्स. लेबर एफिशिएंसी इज लेबर मिक्स, different kind of the labor, and labor sub efficiency is labor material yield variance. Material yield variance. Labor mix variance may also be called as substitution variance. SH is standard hours for actual output. AO को best friend बनाओ. Actual hours. RAH is revised actual hours. Standard rate, actual rate. Idle time, some logic we have to use. I'll tell you. पहले इतने तक तो problem करते हैं. Shall we do this problem for labor, the third one? Number in standard gang, 16 and all. Standard rate. Actual is 42 hours. Actual rate. And the gang has produced 900 standard hours. So 900 standard hours is not standard, it's actual. It has actually worked for 900 hours. Now during the week, 4 hours per workers are idle. So idle time is always going to be negative. But उसका calculation कुछ अलग करेंगे, बाद में करेंगे. ठीक है? चलो. How do you want to start now? Table. टेबल से शुरू करते हैं. प्रॉब्लम नंबर क्या चल रहा है? प्रॉब्लम नंबर 3. लेबर वेरिएंसेस. Why there is a difference in the labor? So types of labor. First column. How many types of workers are there? Skilled. एक लाइन छोड़ के. Semi skilled. Unskilled. Skilled, semi skilled, unskilled. in a week, the gang as a whole produce 900 standard hours. So standard hours we want to take how much? 900. How will you take? नीचे working बनाओ. Standard hours 900. Skilled, semi-skilled, unskilled. Can I take standard hours in the ratio of the standard दिया है आपको? Number in standard gang. How many workers are there in the standard gang? 1 minute. Huh? I want to show you because I understand picking up the data is going to be problem here. So आप पढ़ो. Standard hours are 16 workers, 6 workers and 3 workers. And standard rate. Actual workers are given for 42 hours a week. So standard not for 40 hours. Standard 900 hours को इस ratio में ले लो. 16:6:3. 16:6:3. करो कितना आ रहा है? 900 into 16 by 25. Do it quickly, please, all of you. Easy है problems. ये मैं थोड़े बड़े problem ले रही हूँ practice के लिए. Done. After this, all small problems. What is your standard hours for skilled workers? 576. 900 hours into 16 by 25. 16 workers are skilled. 900 into 6 by 25. 216 are unskilled. 900 into 3 by 25. 108. Yes. Plus 216 plus 576 900. Write this in exam. It will hardly take 2 minutes. 200 नहीं. 900 to 200 I will say. ठीक है चलो. Can we write standard hours? 576. 216, 108 hours, 900 hours. What is the standard rate? It's given in the very second line of the problem. Standard rate is 321. Array, I missed writing the titles only. Standard hours into standard rate. Actual hours into actual rate. Actual hours into standard rate. Revised actual hours into standard rate. लिख लो. Ma'am, this is exactly like material. वही तो मैं बोल रही थी. Standard hours की जगह it was standard quantity. I'll give you booster notes also to remember this. Standard hours into standard rate. Actual hours into actual rate. Actual hours into standard rate. And revised actual hours. Chalo. Actual hours are given to you in the problem. Actually, 14 workers are working for 42 hours. 588. 14 workers, 42, 588. 588 are actual hours. Nine workers are working 42. 378. Two workers are working 42. 84 hours. Anyone in the class is having doubt? Actual number of workers are 1492 and each worker is working 42 hours. So what is actual hours? 588 plus 9 into 42 कितना आ रहा है? 378 plus 588 plus 84. 1050 hours. 1050 hours. And actual rate is given 432. 432. Can I request all of you to write the data with me? Don't go into the calculations. मैम आपने ये मल्टीप्लाई नहीं किया, ये सब करेंगे. Now what are actual hours? 588, 378, 84. What is standard rate? 321. 1050. Now revised actual hours we have to calculate. Revised actual hours calculate करने पड़ेंगे ना? Yes. Instead of 900 hours, actual hours is 1040. ठीक है, done. Instead of 900 hours, I'm going very slow. Dialogue to dialogue, little more, please focus, you will get it. 900 hours, 1050. Actual hours. ठीक है, done. But at least use actual hours. Revised actual hours are 1050 in 16:6:3. You want to use instead of 2400 2460 kg, but use it in standard. So 1050, use it in standard. What is standard? 16:6:3. Shall I do it here or clear? 1050 into 16 by 25. कर लो. 1050 6 by 25. 10503. ठीक है. Actual hours आप increase करो. 672. 252. 1050 into 3 by 25. 1050. revised actual quantity. चलो लिखो यहाँ पे 672, 252, 126. 672, 252, 126. I'm repeating, instead of 900 use 1050 hours. ठीक है, but use it in the standard mix. और standard rate तो fix ही है 3, 2, 1. Now your table is ready. Standard hours into standard rate, actual hours into actual rate, actual hours into standard rate, revised actual hours into standard rate. Standard rate, standard rate, standard rate. Only here it is differing. ठीक है? चलो. Let us calculate the answers now. 576 into 3. Are you all with me? 1728 rupees. Memory में डालो. 216 into 2. 432 M plus. 108 M plus. Answer is 2268. 2268. 588 into 4. 2352. 2352 memory में डालना है. Anyone in the class still doesn't know how to use M plus M minus? 378 into 3. 1134. 84 into 2. 3654. 588 into 3. 1764. 378 into 2. 756. 84. 2604. Just calculate the total cost. Revised actual 672 into 3, 2016. 672 into 3, 2016, put it in memory. 252 into 2, 504, put it, and 126. Put it. 2646. 2646. Standard hours, standard rate, actual hours, actual rate, actual hours, standard rate, revised actual hours, standard rate. 4 things. Criteria is clear to all of you. ठीक है? Anyone in the class not getting the total? I am waiting. Standard hours, standard rate, actual hours, actual rate, actual hours, standard rate, revised actual hours, standard. Generally, they are not asking detailed variance of each and every type. They are just asking you total. But एक बार practice के लिए करें, सिर्फ एक बार. और shall we do the total? चलो ठीक है, total से शुरू करते हैं. आपको कुछ doubt है तो करेंगे. Labor cost variance 1 minus 2. Standard hours into standard rate minus actual hours into actual rate. And what is labor cost, standard cost? 2268. 3654. 2268 minus 365. I hope you are getting. Standard cost is 2268. Actual is 3654. One 1386 adverse. 1386 adverse. I'm just doing for total. Then if you want, I'll show you for individual. Labor cost variance is labor price variance. So price की जगह we use labor rate variance. And rate में फर्क है price में और usage. Usage मतलब labor का usage means hours and hours means labor efficiency variance. Rate variance and this. 1 minus 3. 3 minus 2. What is 1? Standard hours into standard rate. What is 3? Actual hours into standard rate. Column के number याद हुए या नहीं? Standard hours into standard rate. Actual hours. See, the difference is only in the hours. 2268. And what is the total of the third column? 2604. 2604. How much is it coming? 2268 minus 2604. 336. 3 minus 2. 2604 minus 3654. 3 ये रहा, 2 ये रहा. 2604 minus 36. 1050 adverse. Adverse. And do the total. 1050 plus 336. 1386 आ गया. And what is 3? 3 is actual hours into standard rate minus actual hours into actual rate. Where is the difference? Rate. Hours to actual hai. Like there you took quantity to actual. Only standard price and actual price. Here standard price is fixed, only hours is the difference. This is rate, this is efficiency. Rate and efficiency. All right, check karo. Labor cost variance is rate and efficiency. Now what is efficiency? Again divided into, go back to your flow chart. Even I am going to the flow chart. On page number 142. देखो, labor mix variance and yield variance is sub efficiency variance. Labor mix variance, labor sub efficiency variance. Then it was mix and yield. 1 minus 4, 4 minus 3. 1 minus 4, 4 minus 3. शुरू करें साथ में. What is 1? Standard hours into standard rate. What is 4? Revised actual hours into standard rate. Standard hours is 900. Revised actual hours is same in the mix, same है, but 1050 hours. तो hours में तो फर्क है, तो sub efficiency will come, no? What is the first column answer? Ready for all of you? 2268. Fourth column यहाँ से ले लो. 2646. 2646. Are you all able to listen and write with me? 2268 minus 2646. 378 adverse. And labor mixed variance. Fourth is revised actual hours into standard rate. 3 is actual hours into standard rate. ठीक है? Actual hours is 1050. Revised actual hours भी 10, लेकिन mix में फर्क है, skilled and unskilled. 2646 minus 3, 2604. So this is 42 favorable and 378 adverse. 378 minus 42, 336. Labor cost variance is rate and efficiency. इन दोनों का total check करो. 378 adverse and 42 favorable. It is coming 336. Now have you learned the concept of standard costing? 80% chances of getting simple problems of material and labor. I'll teach you overheads also. I'll teach sales and budget also. पर ज्यादा ये ही आते हैं. Labor cost variance is labor rate variance and labor efficiency variance. And efficiency variance is mix and sub-efficiency variance. Yeah, one more thing is there in this. एक और है इसमें. This is one way of doing this variance. Now all of you read the problem. You know sometimes labor is wasted, idle time भी होता है. तो आइडल टाइम को कैसे डील करते हैं, देखो स्क्रीन पे, इन अ वीक ड्यूरिंग 4 weeks per worker considered idle time to break down. 1 minute, कहीं कुछ मिस हो गया है. During 4 hours, हाँ, during the week 4 hours per worker was considered idle time. And idle time तो adverse ही है ना, मशीन ब्रेकडाउन के कारण आइडल टाइम हुआ एंड इट्स गोइंग टू बी लाइक वेस्ट. देखो, so let us take up here, all of you check with me. ये रहा, labor efficiency variance is subdivided into mix and sub efficiency based on the grade of labor. Alternatively, if idle time is given, labor idle time variance and labor revised efficiency variance. Idle time variance is actual idle hours into standard rate. It's always adverse. 4 घंटे तो वेस्ट हो गए ना पर वर्कर के, and balancing figure will be labor revised efficiency. We'll do it. Ma'am, when will we do this extra in the exam when problem is over? Only when they give idle time. Acha, listen. Before I go to the next step in problem, tell me honestly, I have just calculated for total. Can you do this for skilled, unskilled? यहाँ पे 3 ratios, skilled, unskilled, semi-skilled. उनके अलग अलग फिर उनका total. Exactly the detailed way I did for material. Will you be able to do it? Right? चलो, idle time. Labor idle time variance is always adverse because idle time is wasted, no? Skilled, unskilled, semi-skilled, skilled, unskilled, semi-skilled. How many workers are there? 14 actual workers, huh? 9 workers and 2. And per worker is wasting 4 hours. 14 workers, 4 hours are going waste. At which rate you will take idle time? Always standard rate. 3, 2, 1. I'll tell you. Number of workers. Idle hours. I'm writing small. If my writing is not clear, you listen. First column is number of workers. Second is idle hours. Third is standard rate. Standard rate. 14 workers, 4 hours into 3. 168 का तो straight loss है. 9 into 4 into 2. 72. 2 into 4, 8. These are all always adverse. 168 plus 80. 248 adverse. Now, if this is the way to get mix and sub efficiency, again you can do. Write down please. Anyone still writing this idle time? It's always adverse ki likh liya. Now labor sub, pehle labor efficiency, sorry. Labor efficiency variance. Labor efficiency variance 1 minus 3 आ गया, वो 336 I am copying ऊपर से. This is divided into labor idle time variance. 248 adverse जो आपने ऊपर कैलकुलेट किया. 248 adverse labor idle time variance and labor sub efficiency variance. Now how to calculate this? Balancing figure. 248 and 336. 88 adverse. 88 एडवर्स। एफिशिएंसी तक तो क्लियर है ना आप सबको? आइडल टाइम इज हियर, सब एफिशिएंसी इज हियर। अच्छा है, क्लियर है सबको? efficiency, idle time, sub efficiency. Either you divide it this way or you divide it this way, mix and sub efficiency. 1 minus 2, 1 minus 3, 1 minus 4, 4 minus 3, 3 minus 2. नाम याद हो गए? Yeah. I thought of doing one problem. Sales and profit problems are also same. Then overhead will change. पर वो कल करेंगे. Before that, go before closing 5 minutes. Go to your boosters. No homework. Please read and come all this. Standard costing. Make 5 columns, please. Half a page पूरा. मैम 4 columns बना रहे हैं ना, लेकिन आप 5 बनाओ. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Overheads में 5th column use होगा when calendar days will come. First I am giving you for material. Standard quantity, standard price. SQ into SP. Column बना लिए? Booster notebook में, not in your routine book. Standard quantity, standard price. Actual quantity, actual price. Actual quantity, standard price. Revised actual quantity into standard price. Revised actual quantity is actual quantity only in but in standard price. Standard quantity, standard price, actual quantity, actual price, actual quantity, standard price. Revised actual quantity, standard price. Labor. Instead of standard quantity, standard hours. Standard rate per hour. Actual hours. Actual rate. Actual hours. Standard rate. Revised actual hours. Ma'am, this is beautiful. Are you allowed to make these columns in the exam? Yes. But don't make that flowchart. Tomorrow without the flowchart, I'll make you practice. Standard hours into standard rate. Actual hours into actual rate. Plus is favorable. Your final answer is plus. So favorable. Minus. So adverse. Tomorrow after this, we will do material or labor to ho gaya. After this, we will do the sales and the profit, and then we'll go to the remaining kind of problems. मैम सिर्फ इतना सा सीखा आज हमने. Standard quantity, standard price, actual quantity, actual price, actual quantity, standard price, revised actual quantity, standard price. Clear to all of you? Name of the variances you have to remember. Material cost variances, price and usage. Usage is mix and yield. Labor cost variance is labor rate. Price means rate. And usage, labor ka usage, hours means efficiency. Efficiency is idle time and sub efficiency or mix and sub efficiency, as you wish. ठीक है? बस इतना ही लिखना है booster notes में. Anyone wants me to explain anything? Very less totals were coming in today's class. Agreed कि बहुत सारे calculations थे. But are you stuck up anywhere? Do you need help? अच्छा, आज सब लोग एक मैसेज डालो before closing. Rating. कितना परसेंट क्लास समझ में आया? Honestly, I'll not ask why this much Shailendra, why this much Archana. I'll not ask. 50%, 60%, 80%, 100%. 50 से कम मत बोलना. Just put a rating. This is a beautiful experience only for standard costing. I'm telling you. Trust the procedure, and marginal and standard costing are there. Yeah. You want me to show the first problem? ठीक है. बाकी भी सब respond करो. Because you joined late और बिना डांट खाए मैं आपको फर्स्ट प्रॉब्लम बता दूं, ऐसा ठीक है? नहीं डांटना 100 ग्राम भी. फर्स्ट प्रॉब्लम. Others. Yeah, it was this simple. Material variance, standard quantity, standard price, actual quantity, and then we started. Acha, till others are writing, as we close, can they give reverse in the exam? Variance is given or standard आप calculate करो. आता है, कल करेंगे. They're asking. Reverse problems also they are asking. ठीक है? Done? Okay. All right. Thank you so much. Bye bye all of you. See you tomorrow in the second class for standard costing. Bye bye.